KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO 86, Knockout 86, KO Boxing 86, KO Boxing, Knockout Boxing. Whatever you want, call me. I'm live. I'm here. We back. Welcome to another episode of Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Smash the like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we drop content. Be sure to become a channel member. Join the channel as a member so you can get access to the exclusive content that we drop every single day on this channel. Or every single week, I should say, on this channel. And please, if you rocking with the content, if you rocking with your boy KO, share the damn live stream. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your TikTok. Share it on your Instagram. Share it on your Finsta. Share it on your Kick, your Mixer, your Twitch, whatever you got. Snapchat, Facebook. Share this live stream and let everybody know where we talking boxing at this afternoon. Yeah, do that for your boy. Do that for your boy. And I realized I forgot to put something in the chat. Give me 1 second. It won't take long. There we go. Boom. There we go. It's there. Let me make sure it's on both of the streams real quick. Just in case anybody, feel like they want. Who won't smoke with me? Who won't smoke with me? Who won't smoke with me? Yeah, we on that. We on that. All right, then let's do this one. Let's do this one. Joko, I'm going to put a star on your comment. We'll make that a quick little topic. I got you. You know what I mean? Please hit the like button. Get the likes up to 100 so we can run it. Look, man, I'm going to hit y'all with a warm-up topic while we waiting on everybody to get in the building, bro. I'm going to talk about Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury and all that shit right now. I think this shit is a travesty for the UK boxing fans. Now, personally, UK boxing fans, they don't care about American fans. I don't care about UK boxing fans. But for boxing as a whole, take Anthony Joshua, take Tyson Fury, and put them boys over there in Wembley Stadium or some shit. We not fucking with that. We don't care about that. And they have every right to be pissed. They have every right to be upset. And I hope Eddie Hearn continues to stand his ground. But my gut guess is that Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, they not finna turn down that money, bro. Because Anthony Joshua is very beatable right now. He looking shaky as fuck. He looking like he on his last legs. Eddie Hearn need to make money off of him. Anthony Joshua need to get as much money as he possibly can. They need to get that shit cracking, bro. So I believe they're going to fight in America. But I'm telling you right now, bro, that's a motherfucking UK fight. Straight off the rip. Now, I'm going to cover that Tank Davis topic you asked me to, Joko. Just because you asked me to. But today we're going to talk about something because I give criticism where criticism is needed. And I give credit where credit is due. I think this is an outstanding topic. And I got 3 fights that we going to compare to see which fight is the best fight. Which fight, if we could only get one fucking fight, which fight would it be? That's what we're going to talk about today. And this idea came from this clip right here. So everybody can understand why we're having this conversation. I was watching a clip from inside the ring. And they asked the question, which fight would you rather see? Boots versus Bud or Shakur versus Tank? And this is the clip.
I'm going with Boots and Bud. Bud's one of the greatest of all time. What we talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Boots
go.
Is the next up.
I'm gonna go with Boots and Bud, and I'm gonna go a step further and say that it's more likely we see Boots and Bud than we see Shakur and Gervonta. That's not inside. That's just my opinion.
Oh, okay.
So that's inside. Yeah. He knows something.
Well, I'm going Boots and Crawford. I'm going Boots and Crawford all day.
There is not a single event in sports that I would watch before Boots and Crawford.
All right, so that's the clip. Now, I'll be on Max Kellerman helmet. I'll be on Mike Coppinger helmet. I even be on Tim Bradley helmet. But God, and then you know I don't fuck with LaShawn McCoy. Why is he talking boxing? But what I will say is that's a hell of a motherfucking topic. That's something that needs to be fucking discussed. Because I think it's great to have conversations like this, specifically when these motherfuckers fighting on Twitter more than they fighting in the goddamn ring. Let me put that clip back up just in case I can have it ready in case. So you know how haters come in. Man, why are they even talking about this, man? Why are they even talking about this, man? Donjuk says we have 67 likes. We got to get the likes up to 100, bro. So this is going to be good. I got the smoke link in the chat for anybody that want to debate or whatever. You know what I mean? Before we get to it, though, I got one more. I need that likes up to 100. I need the likes up to 100. I got one more warm-up topic. Then I'm going to speak to everybody in the building, and then we're going to run this shit down, and we're gonna discuss this shit. I got 4 criteria that we're using to judge, and let me just tee this up for y'all, and then I'll tee it up again when we get ready to get to the main topic. I got 4 criteria we're going to use that I'm going to break down for y'all to judge what I'm basing it off of. I'm going to rank them each 1 to 3. And then I'm going to give my overall view as to what fight I think is the best fight. So we're going to go based off of my perceived opinion on what the competitiveness level of the fight is going to be. We're going to go off of which fight I think is going to be the more entertaining. We're going to go off of which fight I believe is the biggest legacy fight. And of course, we are the fans. We are the people. We are the ones that move the sport of boxing. So we're going to rate the demand of the fight. Now we got somebody backstage. Give me 1 second. Deluxe, Rod Deluxe, what's up, man? What's going down? How can I help you, bro? You on mute if you talking. You on mute if you talking. 5, 4.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, bro. What you got for the show, man?
All right, yeah, my bad. But Tank versus Shakur, yeah. I mean, well, we could put Crawford, he don't want no smoke, he retired. That's a 50-50 fight. I'm not gonna lie. Boots is my guy.
let me stop you right there, bro. And not to cut you off. Let
No,
me
go
get
ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, let me get into the show. Right now, that link is for just pure smoke. If nigga want to debate, if I might or might not have time to open the panel later on, depending on how much time I have this afternoon. If I open up the panel, then that's when we can have an open discussion.
No,
Everybody get
I
a
thought
topic.
that's what I'm saying. I thought the panel was open, but I'm saying I want to
No.
see.
It says smoke link in the chat. So let me get to the show, and then once the panel is open, if I'm able to open it, if time permits, then obviously everybody can get their opinions and all of that. But right now, I only want people up here that they got some sort of debate smoke, man.
No, I'm saying West Baltimore is we want smoke. We want
I
smoke
got
with
you.
New Jersey.
I
You
understand.
heard?
I understand. Let me get to the show though. All right.
All right, Mr. Dallas. Peace.
All right, bro. So let me do one more. Let's get the likes to 100. We got 120 people in here early total. Get the likes to 100. Before you do though, I gotta talk about this, bro. Vosdick, who got his ass whipped by Hot Rod, just got cut from Zuffa after one fight. Signed a multi-fight deal to Zuffa. They cut his ass after one loss. This is the same Zuffa led by Dana White that said that shit need to be more like the UFC, that boxers get thrown away after one loss and then they go throw a fighter away after one loss. Remember I told y'all when we did the breakdown of the Zuffa contracts, when we did the breakdown of how they moving, when we do the breakdown of how shit go, I told y'all, bro, these boys ain't in it to build boxing. They not in it to try to give fighters an opportunity. Oh, they want to give the mid-level fighters an opportunity. Oh, they good for the fighters that ain't really got no name. Go tell that to Vosdick, bro. And that's why, unless you a big name, Andres Cortez, Mark Maxayo, y'all fighting on that Conor Ben Ryan Garcia card. Loser got to jump, nigga. One-on-one from the rooftop. Loser got to jump. That's what that shit is. Now, I'm not saying this right or wrong. I feel you, bro. Like, it's cutthroat. It's a cutthroat world. So I'm not saying Zuffa's even wrong for cutting the motherfucker. Hot Rod ain't no name. You want how much money and you just lost? Man, get the fuck out of here. We ain't paying you. But what I'm speaking to is I saw this shit coming from a mile away. What I'm speaking to is I told you motherfuckers, man. Yeah, nothing so thank you, no. I told y'all that's what they was on. And people said you just hating. I told y'all this is how they moving. And y'all told me, nah, Turkey love the sport. I told y'all they don't give a fuck about no mid-level fighters. They signing up who they can sign up, and they gonna do niggas just like they do in the UFC. Y'all told me I was wrong over and over again. I wish people would just come out and say KOU was right, bro. KOU called this shit. KO, I just want Dana White to win the boxing war. KO, I'm just more of a Zuffa fan than a traditional boxing fan. I'm scarred, KO. I want the devil that I don't know compared to the one that I've had for the past decade since I've been a motherfucking boxing fan. Because boxing been around longer than any of us in this chat been born. So just say that to me and we cool. Just say that to me and we cool. I think the problem that people have with me is that I'm right so much. And I was over on Cam J shit earlier and I was listening in. And I think what happens when, and this ain't like facts are facts, so this ain't me bragging. When you're so accurate and you're consistent and you're right a lot of the time, people hate to hear that message. Because not only am I consistent and I'm right and I'm accurate, I also let a motherfucker know I'm right. And I have no problem doing that because I also have no problem letting y'all know when I'm wrong too. And so just look at this as an example of, I told y'all, bro, Zuffa is here to do no better, do no different than what other promoters are doing. They just trying to put motherfuckers out of business in the process and make sure that fighters have even less rights than they currently have under the current system. Just always remember that. They're the ones trying to change laws to get more power. They're the ones that's trying to put the sanctioning bodies out of business. They're the ones that are trying to put other promoters out of business. And it's not because they want to fix the sport. It's because they want a monopoly and they want to have all the money to the motherfucking selves, bro. I hope people will finally wake up and smell the goddamn coffee. Shout out to Swoosh Life, 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, salute, KO. Salute to you, my dog. All right, let's scroll up. We got 155 people in the building. Moderators, let's get a like check. Make sure we get to 100 likes. And then, hold on, I got one. I got my OG calling me. Yo, what's up? All right, we back. All right, let's scroll up. Let's see who all in the building. Then we're going to get straight to the cook, bro. We're going to get straight to the cook. Get the likes to 100. Moderators, let's make sure we get a like check. Before we go, though, shout out to Milo. Bow. Shout out to Milo. Bow. 20. 20 of them things. No biscuit in the super chat. He says all of them fight. He said all of them need to fight. Period. Highlander. Milo, there can only be one. 2 of these fights finna get their head chopped off like Highlander. If you know, you know. My 80s babies know. There can only be one, motherfucker. I hear you, Milo, but there can only be one. 2 of these fights about to get their head chopped off. We on our Highlander, Samurai Sword, Immortal Warrior shits. 2 of these fights getting their head chopped off. I'm just letting you know that shit right now. All right, let's scroll up, see who all in the building, bro. Dank Father, what up? Javon, what up? All Things, what up? Zoomverse, what up? Y'all go subscribe to the homie Zoomverse in the building. What's good with you, bro? Savage Bo, what's happening? All Things, what's good with you? Darnell Clark, Bay, what up? Kevin House, what up? TLF Ash, Dr. Miles, what up? Darnell Clark, Bay, Miss Joelle, what's happening? Joe Cole, what's good with you? Josh 803, what's happening with you? Kevin King, what's good? Vincent Slade in the building. No more sleepwalking. E Holla, Thrill Hill, the OG, what up? Zoomverse say we had 54 likes. Ew, we need more. Cash Crypto, what's happening with you, bro? SBG Mello, what's happening with you? 2 Cents Boxing in the building. Y'all go subscribe to 2 Cents Boxing. And after I get off here, she'll be live a little bit later on. I got to go put my Apple Watch on the charge. This motherfucker just died. Give me a sec. All right. We should be good now. Y'all go subscribe to 2 Cents. Check out. She going to be having a Clarissa Shields fight party. E Holla, what's good? We got my brother D Free in the building. Y'all go check out D Free. Subscribe to his channel, man. Over there putting in their work, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Salute to my homie. Queequee's in the building. What's good with you, Queequee? Salute. Y'all go check out her channel as well. Go subscribe to Queequee. Over there doing her thing, man. Salute Queequee. No more sleepwalking. What's happening? Mr. Altruistic, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Salute to you. Who else up in here, man? On a Saturday afternoon, kicking it with KO. Black McGruder, what up? Deluxe Recording, what's happening with you? Dank Father said, I'm torn on this topic, KO. That's why it's a good topic, bro. Dungeon said 67 likes. Ew, not enough, bro. Not enough. Bud retired. Why they pushing this? I think he coming back, 2 Cent. I think he coming back. That's just me. We gonna see, though. Rich, what up? Salute. He said, what you say? Bud will uppercut Boots out the ring. Tank versus Shakur. I'm with you. I hear you. Sin Ironheart, what's good? Big Bob Gunn in the building. What up, Billy Wright? What up? Salute to you. Ad Boy JR, what's happening with you? What's happening with you? Salute to everybody. Let me make sure I'm on. Kurt Hurd, what's happening, bro? Randall 700, what's good? Tell them Creole shit. Link for pure smoke, nigga. Yeah. Big Bob Gunn, what's happening? For pure smoke. Crush the Legend in the building. Y'all go check out Crush channel, man. I hate that shit. That shit always go off at 3 o'clock. I don't know if y'all can hear that clock. I done unplugged that motherfucker. I can't find the battery in there. It just be going off. Bye, y'all. Have a good day at work. It just feel good to watch all 3 of your kids go to work at the same time getting that money, boy. That shit just feel good. They just open my door. All of them wave goodbye to me. They all headed to work. My 17-year-old son, my 18-year-old daughter, my 22-year-old daughter. All of them going to work and school at the same time. Such a proud papa. You know what I mean? Isaiah, what's good? Salute, bro. Such a proud papa right now. You know what I'm talking about? Brian King B. Falcone, what's happening with you? No, I'm not playing the video. I'm not playing the video, bro. I don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean? But I saw it. You know, like I said, bro, I was saying it in the chat that I was in earlier today in KMJ while I was riding with my daughter while she was practicing driving to college, bro. I watch everybody, bro. So I've already seen this. I know exactly what you're talking about. He dropped the video today. I watch everybody because how can I inform you guys if I'm not informed? You can't inform people and be uninformed. So I saw the shit. I watch everybody's shit. I keep my ears to the streets. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll talk about it only because you put a comment in the chat and I fuck with you because that's not the topic today. So I'm not gonna spend long on it because I could really make that shit a whole show. I'm not gonna spend long on it. You know what I mean? But I'll talk about it. Michigan Hendo, what up? Y'all go subscribe to Michigan Hendo. He started his boxing channel too. You know what I mean? Go check him out. Shout out to Tay in the building. What's good, bro? Swoosh Life with the 2-piece. I think I read that already. Salute, homie. Who else here? Miss Joez in the building. What's good? J-Man, what up, bro? David Lynch, Be More Bully. What's happening? Mr. Fish, what up? Brian King, B Falcon. What's happening? Salute, walk him down. What's good, bro? Yeah, the same thing the PBC did. They're trying to monopolize the game. Yeah, difference is PBC is run by a black man from Ohio that's an American citizen. Zoop was run by the Saudi Arabian government, which is a dictatorship. I'm perfectly okay in my stance that I'd rather, if somebody's gonna run it, I'd rather be a private entity like Al Heyman from motherfucking Ohio here in America than a fucking government entity. Or I'd rather have nobody run it at all. See, that's the difference, bro. I have biases, right? My biases just don't keep me from telling the truth. And I don't hide my biasness on the shit that I'm biased about. I'm biased as hell, but I will criticize everybody when they deserve that shit. I got my favorites like a motherfucker, but I will criticize my favorites when they deserve that shit. And it's not one motherfucker that you can go to my video, you can go to any live stream I've done and never say, KO, you lied right here, nigga. We tell the truth. And that's why people be hating, bro. Shout out to Rising Sun in the building. Sorry, my dog changed his name like a RBS. What's up, man? He changed his name and shit. Crazy. Night Rider, what up, bro? No more Sleepwalker. What's good? My dog changed his name. Said, fuck that. I'm RBS, nigga. I'm RBS from here on out. Shout out to Be More Bully David Lynch with the 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, get those likes up. Y'all listen to him, bro. Brashley McClendon, what's up, bro? David, what's that say? David Alton Jr., what's good, man? Nigerian Nightmare, what's happening with you, bro? Salute, fam. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find. Oh no, I can't. Nigerian Nightmare, if you could drop another comment, man, I'll rent you up. Del Pip, what up? Salute to you. Meaty Riley, what's good, bro? Simple Soldier. What'd you say? KQ hate on Devin Haney too much, brother. First of all, I don't know you, bro. I'm not your brother. Okay, I don't know you. Ain't nobody gonna block you, nothing. I don't know you. I'm not your brother. KQKC is my brother, though. That's the homie. That's the OG. So, but I will say this, bro. Don't come tattletale on the motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you got something with KQKC, he be live 11 a.m. Wednesday through Friday, bro. He'll be over here live with me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You got something with him, bro? Take it up with him. Why the fuck you telling me what another grown man opinion is? If you think he hating on Devin Haney, tell him you think he hating on Devin Haney and then see what he do. See if he go off on your ass. See if he cook your ass. Don't come over here with that shit, bro. You already starting off wrong, bro. Freaking, what's up, man? Brother Huey Q, what up? Rocco McBride, what up? KQ, what up with it, KQ? KQ, get this nigga, man. KQ, this dude say you hating on Devin Haney, man. What the fuck? You hating on Devin, bro? Damn. Shout out to 2 Cents being a member for 34 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it to 3 years. She said, y'all motherfuckers want to make a villain. I can definitely make me a villain. I can definitely be one. If intelligence triggers you, my platform not for you. Simple. Damn, she said, y'all stupid. Y'all too dense and too stupid to be on her platform. That's crazy. KQKC Boxing Network. That's a crazy statement, but I be feeling that way. Dumb to dangerous. What up? I totally get where you coming from with that. You know what I mean? Straight up. Who else we got in here? What's good, KO? You see Virgil moving up? Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? He ducking Boots. I didn't see that shit. Did he say that? Did they announce that shit? You talking about you just trying to piss me off because you know Virgil from Dallas. Yeah, nah, bro. I didn't see that shit. You're going to have to show me some motherfucking receipts, bro. Blitz MJ, what up? Ryan Simmons, what's good, bro? Cam J Network, what's up, homie? Salute, bro. Y'all go subscribe to my bro, man. He over there cooking, dog. Keep putting in work, man. Keep putting in work, man. KO, you ain't that old. You probably like 25, nigga. I'm 40 years old. Fuck you talking about? What you talking about, man? I'm 40 years old, Tay. Shit. 40, bro. Turn 40 in April, man. Kids going to work. Yeah, they got to work, bro. Yeah. Shit, you raised on hard work over here. Because here's the thing. If you can outwork and have a great work ethic, you'll beat 80% of the motherfuckers in America, man. It ain't like 20% of this shit about being smart, being intellectual, you know what I'm saying? Being entrepreneurial and shit like that. Like, that's about 20% of it. 80% of this shit, you just got to be willing to put in the work because this is a lazy-ass society, man. Motherfuckers is lazy, bro. Straight up. Just keeping it 100. Big Dre, what up? Salute. That's cool, bro. The link is in the chat, fam. That's cool. Link is in the chat. You know what I mean? Just because you the homie though, Michigan Hendo, I ain't gonna take it easy on your ass. I'll cook your ass. I'll fry you, my nigga. I will fry you. I'm not gonna take it easy. So links in the chat though. How come I see 817 on my YouTube, but I don't see you, bro? I don't see you on my shit. On the stream, y'all. Maybe I ain't go down far enough, bro. Okay, there you go. There you go. 817, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Dapper Douglas, what up? Salute. Salute. Out for the count. What's up? Camden made RBS change his name and shit. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Make sure I speak there. Brother Huey Q, what's happening with you? Trey W234, what up? Say Robert confirmed it. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Somebody got to put that link in the chat. Somebody find that shit and put that in my chat. I'm going to fry that nigga tomorrow. He going to get a video just for him. On Fight Hype. Bet. Yeah, he going to get a video for him. Yeah, I'm going to go do my research. And if I find that shit, he going to get a video about him. What up, bro? You know what I mean? Fat Pat, what up? SBG Mello called me a young buck. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow on KQ. Are you sure we on your shit? Nah, man, let me check. I think we on mine. I think we on mine, bro. Nah, I'm bullshitting. I think you might be right. Let me see. Yeah, he right. Damn, I was going to steal your show. Now, we'll be over on KQKC Boxing Network tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Come check us out. Shit. William Scroggins, what up? Salute, bro. The GOAT, what's happening with you, man? Steel Mill, what up, Steel Mills? You damn David Benavidez hater, nigga. Shit, hey, did we bet on the David Benavidez Zerto fight? I think some niggas owe me some push-ups, Steel. Is you one of them niggas that owe me some push-ups, Steel Mill? Maybe it ain't you. You damn David Benavidez hater. This nigga hate David Benavidez for some reason. And he don't like Boots either. Cool in the motherfucker, though. I fuck with Steel Mill. I fuck with you. We gonna get you right over here, man. Stick around, bro. Get some knowledge and shit. You know what I mean? Get some shit going. You feel me? Who else up in here, man? Oh my God, we're having a version. This nigga running. Oh, I'm gonna fry his ass tomorrow. Nigga, I just went to war for you, nigga. Got me arguing with my own people about Boots. Virgil is the biggest fight, nigga. Boots Virgil is the biggest fight, nigga. Go after Virgil. Go get him. Boots like KO. I can't go after the nigga. He ain't in my weight class no more. But no, hold on. I can spin this shit. Virgil going to 160 to get a belt so he can hold the belt so Boots have to fight him. Yeah, that could be a narrative that I push. But I'm not going to do that shit. You ducking, my nigga. This nigga is on his Jaime Munguia shit. This is Jaime all over again. Jaime was like 82-0 before he finally fought for a title. This nigga was 100-0. Virgil is on his Jaime Munguia. This nigga Jaime was a pro for like 10 years and didn't fight for a title until he was 50, 60 fights into his career, man. Y'all probably think I'm exaggerating, don't you? That's okay. That's okay. Y'all think I like to make shit up. No, we don't make shit up. Let me find it. KO is good at finding the receipts for you. Let's see here. Let's find this shit. Yeah, that boy won it. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, see? KO was here. Yeah. This nigga Virgil trying to be the next Jaime and shit. So this is his first title shot against Saddam Ali in 2018. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This nigga was 28 fights into his career before he finally fought for a title. And he fought for a title against a bum. This nigga going to 160. You suck, Virgil. Some bullshit, Virgil. You know what I'm saying, bro? I think we bet, bro. I think we bet. I really do. I think we bet, bro. No more sleepwalkers said, stop, bro. I'm just playing. I'm not finna make no excuses. I'm not finna make no excuses for that nigga, man. Spoken like a true Haney fan, KLC. That's why I can't do it. That's why I can't do it. Y'all ain't finna put that jacket on me. He said, shout out to the receipts. Yeah, we keep them ready. We keep them ready. We keep them ready. Yeah, 817 said, bro, looking for an easy belt. You ain't never lied. All right, I'm going to talk about this because my dog asked me to talk about this, bro. Joko said, KO, please speak. And we over 100 likes. We got 216 people in the building. Let's get to 150 likes. Well, no, let's get to 200 likes. Why we can't get to 200? You feel me? Why we can't get to 200 on a Saturday? Y'all ain't doing shit else. You know what I mean? So Joko asked me to start the show. He said, KO, please speak on Showbiz smear campaign of Tank. It's nasty. So Showbiz said that Tank Davis is done and he don't have the desire to fight. And he doesn't have he's not in it anymore. And I find that very interesting, bro. I really do. Because David Benavidez, bro. I'm sorry, Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. I see somebody backstage, so it's like fucking me up. I'm waiting on the device to connect. From all we got, and hold on, the homie's up here. Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, KO, man? Look,
I'm chilling. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right out. I'm gonna tell you right off the rip. When I said that shit to you, I didn't know the news about Virgil moving up to 160. So if that shit is true and Robert Garcia said that shit, I agree. Boo should go for undisputed at 154.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
When I said that shit to you, I didn't see that in the chat. That came in the chat later. So if Virgil's moving up to 160, then my argument is null and void, bro. There's no who else would there be for him to fight other than go for undisputed? You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, I ain't got no smoke then. Bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, bro. Listen. Facts. I'm not arguing facts. The only other fight outside of undisputed for Boots at 154 would have been Virgil Ortiz. But if Virgil Ortiz is moving to 160 and his trainer Robert Garcia confirmed it, there's nothing to debate. It's undisputed at 154. Like, you're 100% right.
Yeah,
if that's the case, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, ain't shit for me to debate you on. You'd be
Yeah,
right.
you right.
I don't take debates I don't believe in for the sake of just arguing with a motherfucker, bro. You 100% right if that's what he doing, bro.
All right,
Straight
okay.
up.
I'm about to get back up in the chat and watch you again, bro. I'm
All right, bro.
glad you
Y'all,
know that. Man. All
huh?
right.
What'd you say? What'd you say, bro? You said something in between it. Okay, well, never mind. But yeah, bro, like shit, I'm not one of these motherfuckers. I'm a bad boy, but I ain't finna argue a stupid ass argument. who doing that? Who doing that? Who arguing a stupid ass argument for the sake of motherfucking arguing with a motherfucker? Nah, nigga right. Shit. I am not above that shit. Yes, I'm pushing for Virgil like a motherfucker, but if this nigga is saying he going to 160, fuck that. who gonna have that debate? Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. No, Michigan though, I don't know no other way to be, dog. You probably saw the Robert Garcia shit and you like, yeah, I got this nigga. Nah, nigga, I didn't see that shit. Hold up. Hold up. Nah, bro. Nah. Fuck all that. Virgil go to 160, fuck around, get his ass. Well, go ahead and fight Yo-Yo. Go ahead and fight Yo Indy. The more you go up in the weight, that bulldog, I'm coming at you style, that shit get harder and harder. You go in that bitch and you try to outwork Yo Indy Hernandez and think you gonna bully him and walk through him with a high guard and a power jab and some counter punching ability and fight Yo Indy Hernandez on the inside. Good luck with that shit, Virgil. Good luck with that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Good luck with that shit. Anyway, so back to this, bro. Joko says, KO, please be on Showbiz smear campaign of Tank. It's nasty. So Showbiz, if y'all didn't catch the video, he's saying Tank Davis ain't ready or he's done or he ain't got the desire to fight. He's not this, he's not that. Off of this one Drummond Roach fight, bro. Jeff Waiters, what's being said is that Robert Garcia said it on Fight Hype interview. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna drop a video on it once I check it out. Here's my thing. I'm not getting that vibe. Any nigga that's sending Devin Haney a motherfucking offer, somebody that's searching for shit by trying to find a motherfucking new trainer, trying to go work with Jose Benavidez, going to that camp, putting himself around David Benavidez, that don't strike me as a motherfucker that's trying to be done with the sport. Trying to be out of boxing or whatever. Y'all can miss me with that shit. Niggas love to write somebody off with one bad performance, bro. One bad performance and he all the way done. And his bad performance was a motherfucking draw where a lot of people feel like he won the fight. It was a controversial fight. I think what people are hoping is that he don't have his mind right because people know that if his mind is right, can't nobody fuck with him. But I'm going to go with what I see from the fighter and what I'm being told. And it's the opposite of that shit. Ain't no way in hell that you working with Jose Benavidez Sr. and if he's so done with the sport and he don't have a fight coming up and he's all done with the sport and don't give a fuck no more. Why is he in shape right now, bro? Why is he in shape, man? Why is he in shape? Why is he in shape? Why is he walking around and every time you see him, he don't look fat, he don't look out of shape. He actually look like he added some muscle and look like he been keeping this shit in check. Why is he trying to find a new trainer? And that trainer is a trainer that specializes in the stuff that people said he needed to work on. You need to work on your work rate. Jose Benavidez Sr. has a fighter with one of the best work rates in boxing. You need to work on your counter punch ability, throwing more punches, throwing just more than one shot. David Benavidez throws more than one shot all the motherfucking time. What are we talking about, bro? Come on, bro. Anyway, moving on, bro. Moving on from that. So that's my thoughts on it. Joko. Rich says we will see Tank next June. Okay. All right. And here's my thing, right? And I spoke on this yesterday. So Tank is done with boxing. That's the video. Why not talk about the back to school drive he had yesterday? Why does everything have to be covered in a negative light? People have certain agendas and people have certain missions that they own. But let's get to the main topic of the show. Why I wanted to do this motherfucking show. I think it's a fun show. And I want to cook on this because I think that it's a fun conversation. So today I want to talk about Michigan Hendo with the 2-piece in the super chat. He said, now I'm mad you agree with me. LOL. Virgil went out sad. He did. 2 cents. Don't make me do this. Fine, 2 cents. I'll talk about Clarissa. Fine. I will give a few minutes of the show to Clarissa. 2 cents. Shout out to Michigan Hendo 2-piece. Now I'm mad you agree with me. LOL. Virgil went outside. Yeah, that boy going outside. Fine. 2 cents. I will talk about Clarissa, man. Just like some of the negative coverage Tank Davis brings on himself. With what happens outside of the fucking ring and the decisions that he makes. We have to understand and we have to admit that some of the criticism that Clarissa Shields gets, she brings it on herself. When she's talking about knocking out niggas, okay, that criticism is criticism that she brings on herself. When she inserts herself into a conversation about men, she brings the criticism on herself. When she fights Franchon Cruz DeZern for the 15th time, she brings the criticism on herself. Because, Jupe, I don't want to criticize. I don't want to criticize. But what I never hear people say about Clarissa Shields is what I believe matters the most. I ain't never heard nobody say she can't fucking fight. I ain't never heard nobody say she ain't the best. And I think that's all that, as a Clarissa Shields fan, that I think y'all should be worried about. Now, I'm not a Clarissa fan, right? However, I respect I respect the fact she the best, nigga, and it's not close. It's not even fucking close, to be real with y'all. Like, I was talking about this. I did a prediction video on this to really bring it to boxing. Everybody talking about Tam Tabalt. Like, Tam Tabalt is some young fighter that need more years to fight Clarissa, and she'll be ready one day. Clarissa Shields is practically the same fucking age. One's 29, one's 31. When the fuck is Tam Tabalt supposed to be ready to fight her then? Like, people, like, Clarissa's so fucking decorated. 2 Olympic gold medals, all the shit she did in boxing so far. She's so fucking good. Y'all think she's been around forever, think she old as fuck. She's 31 years old, bro. Tam Tabalt, 29. Who the fuck, like, nigga, she's not gonna fucking lose to that lady. Straight up. So, a lot of the criticism, she brings it on herself. She brings it on herself. But you can't criticize who she is as a fighter and what she accomplished and shit. And I always argue this. I feel like the shit that you don't like about her, right? It got to be all on her. Chip on her shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mentality that no one's ever given her just due. No one's ever given her credit. The same shit that you don't like about her personality to me is the same shit that make her such a great fucking fighter. Without that chip on your shoulder, how do you work that hard to become that great? Without feeling like nobody ever give you your just due or give you your credit, how do you become that skilled, that talented? How do you have the mentality of fighting Savannah Marshall in the pocket to prove that you that motherfucking that great and you can be out there and show her that you're gonna stand on business without that type of mentality? So it's like the same shit she get criticized for is also what makes her a great fighter. However, that personal shit, she bring a lot of that shit on herself. Like, come on, like, for instance, man, y'all know she can't rap. I know she can't rap. Like, come on, bro. Like, she can't rap. Y'all know she inserted herself in conversation she have no place in. Somebody put up a list of men's boxers all over that shit. Nothing but men's boxers. She be like, yo, where I'm at on the list? Give me my credit. Like, well, we ain't nobody talking about you. But you can't talk about that girl as a fighter. And to me, that's the most important thing. Because this is a boxing channel and shit. Now, you know what I mean? We are supposed to be talking boxing. We talking boxing. Can't nobody fuck with her. Whoever y'all think y'all want to see her fight, bro. Whoever y'all think y'all want to see her fight, they can't fuck with her. And the reason I say, yo, find somebody that's going to give these girls more money. The reason I say, yo, drop some weight, get down in weight, is because, bro, y'all want to see her fight Shadasia Green, really? The fight y'all want to see her fight, Shadasia Green. Carissa called her mid, but called Savannah Marshall good to great, but then Shadasia Green whooped Savannah Marshall ass. And Shadasia Green got beat and knocked out by Lainey Daniels, who Clarissa Shields already beat. She about to get in the ring today with a 42-year-old woman that ain't got no shot to beat her. That only got like 5 or 6 fights. This is why we push for Clarissa to do something different. Find a way to give us some fights that we want. Even if we still think they don't got no chance to beat you, can we at least get you in the ring with somebody you popping shit at? I seen a clip today. I seen a clip today where Clarissa Shields was telling Jake Paul and them, lift the fucking band. She'll come over there and fight them girls. She'll do this. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because remember, at first, she was saying, nah, I'm not fucking with Jake Paul. I'm not going on no Jake Paul undercard. I'm not working with MVP. I'm not doing that. Softening that stance and saying, fine, I'll come over there and whip all y'all girls' ass. Lift the band on me. That's the type of shit she need to be saying. That's what we need to hear. You need to be willing to fuck with them. If they want to put you in a big time fight, but they need Jake Paul to carry the car, get on that nigga undercard and whip some ass. Straight up. If they like, yo, the girl, the big fight, she willing to fight you at 154. Can you think you can try to make 154 just to fuck up? Make 154 and fuck her up. Look, she said she want $2 million to fight you. We was gonna pay you $3 million, but is you willing to just make like 2.5 so we can pay her what she's looking for? Tell them to pay her what she's looking for. Take what it takes. So people can get back to covering you for boxing. Because the conversation around Clarissa Shields is dominated by shit that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. But y'all go check out 2 Cents. She'll be live late on the night doing a fight party. Y'all go check it out. Shout out to SBG Mello, 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. Said just supporting another real one. I appreciate the support, bro. Shout out to Tim Carey, not Jim Carey. 5 of them things. Bah! No Biscuit in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to No More Sleepwalker, being a member for 14 months. Shout out to you, KO. But Rissa incurring them. And that's the thing, too. I don't see how you can, like, you take up for Clarissa heavy, but you be cooking Shakur. They be doing the same shit. You be cooking the shit out of Shakur, but Clarissa be moving the same fucking way on social media and in interviews. The same shit, but you be cooking her, though. I mean, you be cooking his ass and you just let her slide. I understand. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. You fucking with Clarissa. I ain't mad at her. And it is her fault. Because the people just talk about what she do. But I'm off of Clarissa. Clarissa, go whoop ass tonight. All right, look. So, we about to break this shit down. Opetaia versus David Benavidez. Boo Tennis versus Bud Crawford. Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. What's the better fight? There can only be one Highlander. There can only be one. The other 2 fights getting their motherfucking head chopped off with a samurai sword. Getting chopped the fuck off. And this is how we're going to break this down. We're going to rank the fights in competitiveness. We're going to rank the entertainment value of the fights. We're going to rank the legacy implications of the fights. And we're going to rank the demand of the motherfucking fights. And we're going to see which one is the best fight out of all of these There can only be one. The reason we are doing this topic, just to bring it back, because now we got 260 people in the building. The reason we are doing this topic is because of this clip right here. I thought it was a great topic, and we want to bring it to the forefront. This is why we're doing this topic today, from this clip right here.
I'm going with Boots and
Oh, and by the way, we're also doing a topic because these niggas ain't fighting. So I got to find a way to have a boxing conversation that's fun. I got to find a way to have a boxing conversation that's engaging, because I can't break down how these niggas is fighting. I can't break down how we got a big time press conference coming up. I can't break down how this person gonna win. I can't break down what this person said in the interview. I can't do it because these niggas not fighting. As Cam Day Network would say, they are the young and the scrapless, nigga. Okay? It's just not happening. Mike Ryan, what up? But this is why we having this conversation today, because of this clip right here.
I'm going with Boots and Bud. Bud's one of the greatest of all time. What we talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Boots
go.
is the next up.
I'm gonna go with Boots and Bud, and I'm gonna go a step further and say that it's more likely we see Boots and Bud than we see Shakur and Gervonta. That's not inside. That's just my opinion.
Oh, okay.
So that's inside.
Yeah.
He knows something.
Well, I'm going Boots and Crawford. I'm going Boots and Crawford all day.
There is not a single event in sports that I would watch before Boots and Crawford.
I'm going with Boots and Bud.
All right, so that is why we are talking about it. Appreciate it, Cam. Appreciate it, Cam. Now, let's start with competitiveness. Let's rank them. In terms of competitiveness, I'm going to give you my rankings, and I'm going to tell you why. Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, second. Boots in his Bud Crawford, first. David Benavidez, Opetaia, third. I think Boots and Bud is the most competitive fight. I think David Benavidez versus Opetaia is the least competitive fight. And I think Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis is right there in the middle. Let me explain. So first, let's start with David Benavidez, Opetaia. If you follow the channel, y'all know I've been on this. I think Opetaia has two key issues. I think his power don't carry fucking late. And on top of his power not carrying late, I think he got soft tissue issues, and I know his jaw been broke before. And if you know anything about the human body, human anatomy, once bones start breaking, they become easier to break. And he also gets tired in fights, in the back half of fights. I think that is a recipe for disaster for a motherfucker like David Benavidez. I think the last thing you need against somebody like David Benavidez is to have gas tank issues, your power don't carry late, and you got durability issues. Because David Benavidez, say what you want, David is a motherfucker you're going to have to dig deep against. Whether you hate him, love him, like him, whatever, you got to dig deep to fuck with him. His defense is highly underrated. He's not going to stop pressing you. He don't give a fuck. He is going to come and try to get you. He's one of those old school fighters. Bitch, I'm coming to fuck you up. I don't know if I'm going to fuck you up for half of the fight. I don't know if I'm going to fuck you up for 4 rounds. I don't know if I'm going to fuck you up for 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, however long it takes. I'm coming to fuck you up the whole time. And he going to do it with a smile on his face. And he has faster hands than Opetaia. His ability to cut off the ring and force people to fight his fight is highly underrated. I think David Benavidez, of all these fights, is a fight that has the potential to only be competitive in 2 reasons. 2 reasons it'll be competitive. It'll be competitive, or 2 ways it can be competitive, I think. I think it can be competitive from a standpoint of if Opetaia catches David Benavidez early and hurts him and makes him apprehensive the rest of the fight. Or I think it can be competitive up until the point if catches David early and stops him in like early first half of the fight. Other than that, I don't see any other avenues for competitiveness. I don't see fight of the year. I see competitive early. If Opetaia hurts him, he can slow David down and then it goes the distance. I see competitive early, and Opetaia can potentially get the stoppage if he catch him with something early in the fight. Other than that, if the fight goes the distance or the longer the fight goes, and basically the fight on competitiveness only hinges on Opetaia being able to catch David with something early, in my opinion. If you don't catch him with nothing early, or David takes his power just fine, curtain call. Curtains, over with, finito, done. You either getting beat up like Caleb Plant, or you getting stopped like Zerto Ramirez and Anthony Yard. Pick one. Pick one. You're not fucking with David Benavidez if you get tired as the fight goes along. You're not fucking with him and keeping him from beating you the fuck up with them fast-ass hands and scarring your face up and bloodying you up if you already getting your jaw broke by a 40-year-old marriage breeders and you getting cut all across your face and shit, looking crazy in these fights. Jaw looking all crooked and shit. You're not fucking with him. So that's why I got that one ranked number 3. Number two. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking. I read that one already. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking 5-piece. No Biscuit in the super chat. He says, can't believe Bud retired just to become a full-time clap chaser, unbecoming of a 3-time undisputed Hall of Famer. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Now, I have Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, number 2, behind Bud Crawford and Boots Ennis. And here's why. Here's why. Oh, shout out to the OG Thrill Hill. 25 of them things in the PayPal. Bah! Bah! I appreciate you. Thank you for sending that to me, baby. Miss KO is on the grind. Always watching, always helping me out. I love you, baby. Thank you. But he dropped 25 of them things. Bah! In the PayPal. Appreciate you, big dog. Here's why I got Tank and Shakur number 2. Comparing to Ja real quick, I think Shakur Stevenson is gonna make it. What's the best way to put this? I think because of his style, he has a better opportunity to make it trickier for Tank than Ja can make it tricky for David. Meaning, Ja Opetaia to me is a fighter that's tailor-made for David Benavidez. Shakur Stevenson is a fighter that is going to take some work for Tank, right? And it's part skills, but it's also partly mentality. Shakur has no problem fighting like a bitch. No problem whatsoever. He will fight like a bitch. He will stay away, and he will, I caught you with a jab. You know what I mean? Like, I caught you with a jab. Now I'm about to run. Like, he'll do that shit. Especially against a motherfucker like Tank. So it'll be competitive from I outpoint you. Oh, I outpoint you. Oh, I caught you. lateral movement. Lateral move. Like, it'll be competitive from, man, who won that round? Who won that round? Who won that fucking round? Because Tank is going after this nigga. He's trying to do it, but Shakur is on his lateral shit. Chucking and jiving. On the other side of that, I think that if Tank catches him clean, no matter how early, no matter how late, if he feels Tank power, I feel like, and this is where I put it second to Bud and Boots, if Tank catches him and hurts him, Shakur not going to bite down. And that's why I can't put it over Boots versus Bud, which I'm going to get to in a second. From a competitive standpoint, it's competitive for the wrong reasons, in my opinion, right? It's competitive because Shakur don't mind being boring in the motherfucker. It's competitive because Shakur don't mind not engaging. He don't mind being a boring ass nigga. You know what I mean? He don't mind that shit. It's not competitive because we got 2 dogs in there that's going to stand on business. And I know for a fact, I feel like I know for a fact in my mind, Tank crack that nigga, he going to turn bitch. He crack him, he going to turn into a hoe. And so I can't put it number 1. Boots and Bud, I got it number 1, most competitive, because whether or not you think Bud is going to fuck Boots up, whether or not you think Boots is going to fuck Bud up, guess what they gonna do? Them motherfuckers gonna get busy. And they present problems for each other that I don't think the others do. Like, so for instance, Boots is not tailor-made for Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is not tailor-made for Jerron Boots Ennis. Bud Crawford is not gonna be in that bitch running away just trying to outpoint Jerron Boots Ennis. And Jerron Boots Ennis is not gonna be in that motherfucker trying to run away and outpoint Bud Crawford. Them motherfuckers gonna get in that bitch. I don't give a fuck who you like. I don't care who you think gonna win. This ain't about your feelings. This ain't about my feelings. Them niggas gonna get busy from a competitive standpoint. From bitch, I'm standing on business. I'm not finna fold. I'm coming to get busy. If you hurt me, you gonna have to really knock me the fuck out. Both of them niggas coming. Both of them boys coming to get down. Straight up. Because I feel like out of all of these ones, right, they got the great combination, right? I think Opetaia and David Benavidez both talk how they fight, but I think Opetaia's style and his weaknesses fuck him up with David. I think Tank and Shakur, it could be a style thing, but as far as like a dog, as far as like talking how you fight and standing on business when shit get ugly, Shakur not gonna do that. So that natural, like, it's like, I used to play basketball in college. If y'all follow the channel, y'all know that shit, right? It's like when you win a game, or when a game is competitive, right? But if you really hoop, you know, like the game is competitive, but it's competitive because the other team did something, like they ran a certain strategy. So they played zone, or they went boxing one on the best player. They didn't guard him straight up. You know what I mean? That still could be a win. It still can be a competitive game, right? But it's not as competitive as when both teams is like, say, nigga, what? Man, we putting our best player on your best player. Nigga, our best point guard gonna guard your best point guard. Our big man gonna get busy with your big man. And we're gonna run it straight up and we're gonna see who the better team is. That shit just different. That shit just different. It's a different level of competitiveness. Shakur's the basketball player when his coach tells him, we just gonna let the other guy guard him so you can get your shit off. Shakur Stevenson is gonna say, okay, no problem. Boots and Bud are the basketball players when you say, I'm gonna let somebody else guard him. No, nigga, I got him. Fuck you mean? I got him. Shit. I'm gonna guard him, nigga. That's why you gotta give it the competitiveness edge. Again, whether or not you think somebody gonna win or lose. I don't give a fuck if you got a motherfucker going for 4 rounds. Going for 5 rounds, stopping a nigga in the 6th round, going to distance or whatever. Them boys gonna get busy. Them boys gonna be throwing with bad intentions. They're gonna really, everything they say in the press conference, you can believe them. So that's why we give that one the competitiveness edge. Let's go to the next one. Shout out to Rich with the 2-piece in the super chat. He said, you already Art have excuses for the loss. Nah, bro. I just know how that's not an excuse. Bro, listen to me, Rich. That's not an excuse. Okay? Tank Davis beat Shakur Stevenson if he can force him into exchanges and force him to fight. Shakur Stevenson can beat Tank Davis if he makes the fight boring and stays away from Tank. I've always said that. Been saying that for 5 years, bro. The only difference is you don't think Tank can catch up to Shakur. I think Tank will catch up to Shakur, and I think he can box with him just fine. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shakur's only chance is to not engage. His only chance is to be negative in that fight. Focus on his defense. Not get caught with nothing. Keep his motherfucking distance. He's not, like, bro, that's how he wins the fight. That's not an excuse. He's not going to win the fight how Floyd beat Shane Mosley, my nigga. He's not going to go Floyd Mayweather versus Zab Judah. He don't have that. Your boy don't got that in him, my nigga. He don't have it in him. That's not an excuse. He just don't got it in him. The one time he tried to show he had it in him, he said, I'll never fight like that again, bro. It's not the best competitive fight. It's more competitive because of the bitch in Shakur, bro. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. That's what I think. Go tell somebody that you think differently to do a similar show and let them tell you why Shakur Stevenson beats Tank Davis 12 rounds to 0 or some shit, my nigga. We do real analysis over here, Rich. It's not a fucking excuse. You're not going to get me to believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to fight negatively against Nakatili and be defensively responsible. You're not going to tell me that he's going to be negative against Edwin De Los Santos and be defensively responsible. You're not going to tell me you watch him fight Team Alifu knowing he could step on that nigga, knowing he could fight that nigga and beat that nigga up because he was beating him so easy with the jab, and then not do it, and then tell me he going to get in the ring with Gervonta Davis and stand on business all of a sudden. My nigga, like, you are who you are. Niggas that go to Zuffa when all the smoke is somewhere else, niggas that lie and cap and block niggas on social media because they telling the truth about them. Niggas that run from O'Shaquie Foster after saying they gonna fight him, bro. They give their word they gonna fight him, then tell you I ain't gotta keep my word because I don't fuck with a nigga. A nigga that will lie about sparring and finally admit that O'Shaquie Foster got the better of him, but he was tired. His girlfriend was this. He was out so late. A nigga that will do all that is not a nigga that's gonna stand in the face of danger and stand on business, bro. And be there to make you miss and make you pay. He not doing that. He didn't do it with fighters that aren't half the fighter that Tank is, so he not doing it with Tank. If you gonna be a Shakur fan, my nigga, be a Shakur fan all the way and just say, look, hey, I don't care how he win. I don't care if he fight like a bitch. As long as he win, I get to talk shit. And then we cool. But don't get mad at me for great analysis, bro. Don't get mad at me for great analysis, my nigga. Like, it just is what it is. Shout out to D Free being a member for 30 straight months. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years or 3 years, bro. I bet you can't make it 3 years. He said Boots versus Bud is number 1 based off what you said. I feel the same about Tank versus Shakur. How you block from the chat? How you block from the chat? How you block from the chat? Link is in the chat. Fuck the chat. You can come up here and holler at me. It's that simple, bro. Kurt Hurd being a member for 21 months. I bet your ass can't make it 2 years, bro. I bet you can't make it 2 years, bro. He said, I'm not sure Kerr could stay away enough to suck the air out the fight. But maybe he has the endurance. We'll see. We'll see, hopefully. Let's get to the next one, though. Entertainment. Tank Shakur 3rd. Benavidez Opetaia 2. Boots Ennis. Bud Crawford, number 1. Tank Shakur 2nd. I'm sorry, from entertainment value. Tank Shakur 3rd. Jao Opetaia Benavidez 2. Boots versus Bud, number 1. DJ, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He says Tank will have a hell of a time breaking distance versus Shakur. I just don't know. Here's my thing, bro. Zapata broke distance just fine. I know Tank has better footwork. He's more explosive, bro. He's more skilled. He has a much higher ring IQ. I just don't think that anybody who can get distance broke against Zapata is not about to just, I'm gonna stay away the whole time. I'm so good. I'm so this. I'm so that. Like, bro, I don't know what y'all niggas be seeing, bro. I really don't. Shout out to Juke with the 10-piece. Bow. No biscuit in the super chat. It says, I think it's more competitive because Shakur feels his size is an advantage. And Tank don't need a KO to win because you can't win rounds solely off defense against A size. You have to land scoring punches. That's a fact. But I don't consider so. So competitive means involving, driven by, or based on a contest where people, teams, or business try to win or do better than others. It can describe a situation, a person's behavior, or market pricing. This is just me, Jupe, and everybody in the chat, right? I don't and I'm just talking about Boots versus Bud compared to Tank versus Shakur. I feel like there's something to be said about how you try to win a fight. I think there's something to be said about how you try to stand on what you say you believe in. We're talking about 6 fighters today. It's only one of them. It's only one of them that all of us know he's not going to stand on what he said. It's only one. When he gets in front of that thing, he says, I'm going to prove I'm the best. I'm going to show him on a different level. I'm going to beat this person up. I'm going to be right there. I'm not going to shy away. I'm going to do this. It's one person that we all know is not going to stand on none of that shit. Now, I do think you make the great point. And I've made this point before, but I'm glad you brought it up because I didn't think of it. All of that shit won't work against Tank. He's going to have to open up. If you fight Tank Davis and you try to just run around that bitch the whole time, like, for instance, if you fight Tank how you fought Edwin, you fuck around, you losing that bitch 7-5. I just don't, I don't see a world where you can beat Tank doing that type of shit. But when I'm talking competitive as a fight fan, bro, are you really gonna try to go win? That's why he got it because of Shakur's talent and skills. I give him over Ja and David, but because of how I know Bud and Boots are gonna lay it all on the line, I think they're more competitive. Trap Boy 5-piece, no biscuit in the super chat says absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I think the misnomer is thinking Tank can only win by KO. Yeah, that's crazy. And that Shakur can't hurt Tank. Neither is true. Yeah, anybody can get hurt in the sport of boxing. You can't just be taking stupid ass, dumb ass punches from anybody. So anybody can get hurt. Anybody that say you can't hurt them, that's crazy. Now, entertainment value. Again, 1, Bud versus Boots. 2, David versus Ja. 3, Tank versus Shakur. Because in Tank versus Shakur, we got a fighter that we know don't care about being entertaining. We got a fighter that people got up and walked out the ring with. We got a fighter that people literally label him a boring fighter because of how he fight. We got a fighter that got pushed to undercards because of how he fight. We got a fighter that's proven the more athletic, the more dangerous, the more explosive the fighter, the more that he's going to fight safe. So you got to have Tank versus Shakur number 3 from an entertainment standpoint. He hurt pad work badly, Nuke. But what I'm saying, Nuke, what you're saying is it's not likely. Like, I don't think it's likely that Shakur hurts Tank, but I think it can happen, right? On some Kevin Garnett, anything is possible, like on that type of shit. Nuke, and salute to the homie Nuke. Keep cooking over there on Twitter, bro. So I think Shakur sucks the life out of the fight. I think that's the fight that we go on like, man, is like, what is this nigga gonna fight? Like, we go in that bitch with questions. There's no questions about the other two. You know for a fact, Opetaia, David Benavidez, entertaining as fuck. You know for a fact, Boots Ennis, Terrence Crawford, entertaining as fuck. Tank versus Shakur, you like, man, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. D Free says, I think they believe Shakur fought like that with Opetaia on purpose. They don't believe Opetaia made him fight. Yeah, see, and you know what I've been saying, bro. No one's just gonna be like, yeah, let me go against the ropes on purpose. Let me get against the corner on purpose. Let me allow it to look very competitive for the first 4 or 5 rounds. Like, no one's doing it on purpose. Opetaia cut off the ring, use angles, put foot pressure on Shakur, backed him into a corner, and he kept backing Shakur up till he got to where he could throw a punch, and then he started letting his hands go. Tank Davis cuts the ring off great. He takes angles in as well. He cut Frank Martin off, who was running the whole fight, cut him off very beautifully. Put him in the corner, put him against the ropes on multiple occasions. He don't throw as many punches as Opetaia, but he'll put foot pressure on you. He'll put that high guard on and he'll walk you down and cut the ring off and put you in positions to fight. I just don't think boxers are just like, yeah, for the most part, let me just fight a stupid fight. Let me just do something because I want to prove something. Especially not a fighter like Shakur, bro. Straight up. Now, the reason Opetaia and David Benavidez have to be number 2 for me, because again, I don't think that's a competitive fight, bro. It's only entertaining if you believe that you just like to see a motherfucker get beat up for 7 to 8 rounds. That's the only way that fight's fucking entertaining. If you feel like you like to watch a motherfucker get beat up, it's gonna be back and forth for like 4 rounds. And then David is going to pummel that nigga. And guess what? Based off what David did to Zerto, how he came out quick, how he looked stronger at cruiserweight, David fuck around and whoop his ass from pillar to post. And then David is the type of motherfucker, they keep talking. Opetaia keep talking. It's gonna get bad, bro. I don't see that fight being competitive. It's a horrible stylistic matchup. Look, bro. I know people don't like to talk about these things when it comes to these conversations, because everybody likes to, for some reason, people don't like to analyze stuff. Let's just take a look at something, bro. Just take a look at something. I shared the wrong thing. I meant to share this. Where is it? There you go. I keep showing y'all this, right? This is Opetaia's box rec. Let's look at how many times he got a stoppage in the back half of a fight. Sinakara, round 8. Power carry to round 8. Round 5. Round 4. Round 6. UD. Round 1. Round 4. UD. Round 3. Round 6. Round 8. UD. Round 8. Round 2. Round 2. 3. 1. Round 9. Round 2. Round 2. Round 2. Round 3. Round 1. Round 2. Round 6. Round 4. UD. Round 1. Round 4. He has a stoppage in round 9. Stoppage in round 8. Stoppage in round 8. Another stoppage in round 8. So that's 4 stoppages. Of his 23 stoppages, 4 of them came after round 6, bro. It's a front runner. And then if guys like Maris Breedis is taking your power just fine. If some of them guys I saw that went the distance with him taking your power just fine. Then I got serious doubts as to whether or not David's defense, his dog and his chin, will even be affected by you, bro. And if it's not, and he's firing back off at you, David has a tendency to make motherfuckers protect themselves instead of throw punches. Because that boy like an octopus in that bitch, bro. I got to put it number 2, entertaining, because I think that fight can get ugly. Boots versus Bud, the styles. Nigga, you switch orthodox, I switch southpaw. You switch southpaw, I switch orthodox. You switch southpaw, I switch southpaw. You switch orthodox, I switch orthodox. They could be an open stance matchup. They could go a closed stance matchup. They could have a jab battle. They could have a lead hand battle. They could have a front foot battle. They could be on the inside throwing bombs. They could be trying to snipe each other from long distance. They could get each other hurt and then try to go in for the kill, and then the other motherfucker hurt your back, and then you hurt him back. Like the way that you can see that shit going back and forth because of the skill level, the talent level, and how they fight, and the mentality. They got 2 number ones right now. They got 2 number ones right now, bro. 2 number ones right now. Most competitive fight, most entertaining fight. I got to give it to him. Shout out to Frequent. He says, KO, you agree with David trying to navigate around Ja to become undisputed. David is not trying to navigate around no fucking Ja Opetaia to become undisputed. Smoke link is in the chat. You asked me a question that I don't fucking believe. I don't know what to tell you. David Benavidez is not trying to navigate around Ja Opetaia to become undisputed. Smoke link is in the chat. Moving on. Legacy. Bud versus Boots. Number 3. David Benavidez versus Ja Opetaia. Number 2. Tank versus Shakur. Number 1. Legacy. Boots versus Bud. Number 3. David versus Ja. Number 2. Tank versus Shakur. Number 1. Here's the reason for that. Smash the like button. Do we got 200 likes yet, by the way? Are we at 200 likes? Yeah, bro. ASOS Stain, what up? Okay. Here's why Bud and Boots are number 3. There's built-in excuses for Bud Crawford. This is Canelo and Bud all over again. He got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Boots has nothing to gain and everything to lose. Let me explain. From Bud Crawford's standpoint, built-in excuse. Oh, he was retired. He came back and dared to be great. Same for when he was fighting Canelo Alvarez. Oh, he moving up 2 weight classes. He moving up 2 weight classes. He daring to be great. So if he lose, oh, he was too little. If he lose to Boots, he was too old. He was just trying to be great because y'all was talking shit. It wasn't even his era. He just went back to pass the torch. Nothing that Bud, if Boots would have fought Bud when Bud was at 147 and still in his prime. Nah, bro. They got to be number 3 legacy because for Jerome Boots Ennis, it's built-in excuse if he win. I mean, he supposed to win. He a decade younger than that nigga. He's supposed to win. Bud had been out the ring over a year, and he had announced his retirement. Legacy. It's nothing there. It's nothing there. It's nothing there, bro, from a legacy standpoint. And let me rephrase that. It's not nothing there, but we're comparing it to David Benavidez and Ja Opetaia and Tank versus Shakur. Just like I told y'all, we talking about 6 fighters, 5 of them. We all know what they're going to give us if they get in that ring. It's one that we got questions about, and that's Shakur. We got questions about that mentality, questions about that dog. Well, it's the same thing here. 5 of these fighters. We talking about 6 fighters in this topic. 5 of them, we know they still in their prime. We know they still active. We know they still young. It's only one fighter that's retired, that's damn near 40 years old that we talking about. And those things I just said about Boots and Bud, guess what? If Jai Opetaia lose to David Benavidez, if David Benavidez lose to Jai Opetaia, if Tank Davis lose to Shakur Stevenson, if Shakur Stevenson lose to Tank Davis, you know what excuse they can't say? Man, the nigga was already retired, bro. He was old, bro. He just came back. He was old and retired, bro. That excuse don't exist for them. If Tank Davis loses to Shakur Stevenson, if Shakur Stevenson loses to Tank Davis, if David Benavidez loses to Jai Opetaia, if Jai Opetaia loses to David Benavidez, you know what you won't hear? Man, he was supposed to win that fight. He was 10 years younger than him. David was supposed to beat Jai because Jai is 10 years older than him. Jai was supposed to beat David because David was 10 years older than him. Tank was supposed to beat Shakur because Shakur was 10 years older than him. Shakur was supposed to beat Tank because Shakur was 10 years, because Tank was 10 years older than him. Those excuses don't exist. So they're better for legacy. Better legacy, bro. So that's why you got to have Boots and Bud number 3 on the legacy meter. Coming in number 2, David versus Jai Opetaia. The reason that's number 2, it has the accomplishments. It's the 2 best in the division. It's a fight that we really want to see. However, legacy isn't just about belts. Legacy is also about what you leave behind, the memory you leave behind. How do people talk about it moving forward, right? That legacy is not going to carry like Tank and Shakur legacy carry. That legacy, the legacy of that fight, the winner of that fight doesn't gain what the winner of Tank and Shakur gained. Nobody's fault. That's just what we go by is real definitions over here. What we go by is what words really mean. Legacy is about belts. Yes, it's a unification. But the word legacy really in its totality is about what you leave behind. Right? So when we look up what legacy means in sports, right? In sports, legacy means the long-term impact, reputation, and memory a player, coach, team, or major event leaves behind after they are gone. By definition, when it comes to Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson compared to the other 2 fights, it's not even close. There's a reason that Bud Crawford has an undisputed run at 140. Bud Crawford has an undisputed belt at 147. And he got undisputed at Canelo Alvarez. To most people, the most memorable moment that people talk about the most and associate with him the most is the Earl Spence shit. That's the one. When you compare Boots versus Bud, David versus Jai Opetaia, Tank versus Shakur, Tank versus Shakur takes the cake because it doesn't have the attachments and the excuses and the built-in excuses that Boots and Bud has, and it just means more to the culture of boxing than David versus Jai Opetaia. Shout out to Big Dog Willie being a member for 35 months. I bet your ass can't make it to 3 years. He says Devin versus Tank is the bigger fight than Tank versus Cure. I think they about the same. Tank is carrying both of them. It's 2 undercard fighters that come from the same fan base he come from. I think those numbers are very similar. I think the build-ups are very similar. I think the shit talking is very similar. I think the ingredients of people believing that Devin can beat Tank, people believing that Shakur can beat Tank, is all right there, bro. Like, they about the same. They about the same in impact. They about the same in notoriety. They the same in legacy. They're interchangeable for Tank. Those two. Straight up. Now, let's keep it moving. So we got, let's just recap real quick before we get to the last one. Competitiveness, we gave it to Boots and Bud with Tank and Shakur number 2 and Ja and David number 3. Entertainment, we gave Shakur and Tank number 3. We gave David and Boots number 2. And we gave Shakur and Bud number 1. Legacy, we gave Tank and Shakur 1, David and Ja 2, Boots and Bud 3. Demand. The demand. The demand for the fight. Which fight do fans want the most? I think this one's easy. I think this one is fucking easy. Tank and Shakur 1, Bud and Boots 2, David and Ja 3. Tank and Shakur 1. Boots and Bud 2. And then you got to have David and Ja at number 3. And it's very simple. David and Ja, cruiserweight division. People don't really fuck with the cruiserweight division like that. Right? David is carrying. Ja Opetaia is the least popular fighter and the least known fighter out of all these fighters that we're discussing. So David, who is bigger than Shakur, in my opinion, he does better numbers than Shakur right now, in my opinion, from a viewership standpoint. But Shakur got him on the live gate, so we may have to reconsider that. So yeah, David, I think based on Shakur doing $3.7 million live gate, you gotta kind of have Shakur over David right now. So these two combined are the smaller names of everybody, and they'd be fighting each other. So the demand for it is not as big as the others, right? Then you got Boots versus Bud. Boots is growing like a motherfucker. That would be a fight that everybody would want to see. That would be a fight that everybody would want to see. But Boots and Bud, I don't think they can come anywhere close to doing the numbers that Tank and Shakur would do, bro. You got to say the demand, the fight that people talk about the most, the one that's going to get the most traction, it got to be that Tank and Shakur fight. Boots and Bud, like, niggas is like, you know what I mean? It's some people that want that, but some people like, let Bud retire in peace, right? And then it's like you got, say his name a certain way, do this a certain way, whatever, blah, 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 all of that shit. But just the numbers and the demand is higher for Tank versus Shakur because people know that Bud Crawford is retired. People know that Bud Crawford is out the game right now. So I think for those reasons, you got to say Tank and Shakur is the more in-demand fight. So I think based on our rankings, Gervonta and David Benavidez, they eliminated. They eliminated from contention for being the best fight. But based on Boots and Bud considered to be the most competitive fight. Boots versus Bud is considered by me to be the most entertaining fight. Tank versus Shakur is considered to be the fight with the most legacy in it. Tank versus Shakur is the most in-demand fight. It comes down to those two. Does anybody in the chat have a good way for us to do a tiebreaker? Does anybody in the chat have a good idea for a tiebreaker? Before we open up the panel for a while. Does anybody have a good idea for a tiebreaker? I think Shakur and Tank definitely do better numbers than Boots and Bud, bro. Just off of Tank. Rich, what's your idea? I think which fight makes the most money? That's not fair because Tank is such a bigger star than all of these niggas. So it's not fair right now. Marquis, what up? Dave said, which fight will sell them? I think that's unfair. Like, it's Tank. Like, y'all know the answer is Tank. Like, that's easy. That's an easy way. Big Dog Willie with the 5-piece. No biscuit in super chat. The reason why Tank and Devin is bigger fight because y'all fan bases hate each other. Curve vs. Tank is a great fight. The big three divas are interchangeable. I don't think that matters. I think it's about buying power, bro. Like, Devin fans can hate Tank all they want. They don't buy fights, bro. They don't go to fights. Shakur fans and Tank Davis fans don't get along great either. But Shakur fans actually buy fights, bro. Like he did a $3.7 million live gate with Team Alifu. If Shakur Stevenson is in the right situation, his fans have showed up for him. Devin Haney has been on 2 undercards. Devin Haney has still yet to be on the main event since fighting Ryan Garcia, bro. And then those 3 right there, bro. They come from the same demographic. So Tank is carrying both of them, fam. They're interchangeable. Tank versus Devin and Tank versus Shakur will be very close in pay-per-view numbers. They won't be separated by more than maybe 50 to 100,000 pay-per-view buys. They're very close in live gate numbers. They won't be separated in live gate numbers by anything probably more than like $3 to $5 million. We're talking about 2 fights that probably both do anywhere from a $13 to $18 million live gate. And we're talking about 2 fights that probably do anywhere from 500 to maybe 600,000 pay-per-view buys. Those fights are Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford type of number fights, bro. Both of them. Which is why it was so important. Them 2 niggas should have been fighting each other to separate themselves and make their own name. Tank will be carrying both of them. Curve vs. Devin is a big fight too, KO. Nah. Curve vs. Devin is Tank versus Drawmont Roach at best. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney is a $5-6 million live gate with, if you throw it on pay-per-view, 250,000 pay-per-view buys probably, bro. That shit is Tank versus Roach. That's all it is, bro. Y'all niggas overestimating these undercard ass fighters, bro. Straight up. Your nigga did $3.7 million with Team Alifu, who's supposed to be some big name. Him and Devin and Ryan did about a $4 million live gate in New York, bro. Shakur and Devin, you put them in New York, man, they doing like maybe 5. You know what I mean? Vince Jackson, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Leave then, fam. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? The link is in the fucking chat, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. And I find it funny, Big Dog Willie. Why are you advocating for Devin Haney, bro? I'm talking legacy, KO. Legacy is the same. That's what makes Tank Davis such a piece, my nigga. You have feminine moves, my nigga. There's the nigga typing in the chat, scared to hit the link and have a conversation. The nerve of you niggas, bro. The nerve of you niggas. You're lashing out because I haven't read one of your motherfucking chats because I don't know you, nigga. You typing in this bitch, and then you get mad because I won't fucking acknowledge you and then say I have feminine energy, and then you say bye like a motherfucker care about you leaving, my nigga. No, the only motherfucker acting feminine is you, because you know what? The whole time you've been typing shit, the link been in the chat, nigga. What is you talking about, bro? I'm trying to have a good conversation. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be chill. I'm trying to just relax. And you in this bitch, I can't stand niggas that move like hoes and then try to put that shit on me, nigga. Don't look in the mirror and then act like that shit is on me, bro. That shit's on you. If you had such a disagreement, you could have hit the link. It's still in that motherfucking chat. You wanted my attention and then didn't and got mad because I wouldn't give you my attention. Because you were saying stupid shit that I didn't feel the need to address. You want me to talk about Shakur Stevenson getting knockouts like I'm a fucking Shakur fan. Like I'm up in this bitch advocating for Shakur. Like I'm up in this bitch hoping for Shakur, bro. Don't put your bullshit off on me because you acting like a bitch. You know what I mean? Don't do that. That shit whack as fuck, bro. That shit whack as fuck. Please talk to me. Nigga won't talk to me. You won't talk to me, I'm leaving. You won't talk to me, I'm leaving, nigga. Get the fuck by, nigga. The fuck? Y'all boy be funny as fuck, bro. Real shit. I think the tiebreaker is this. We haven't done this in a while. You're gonna have to come over to the horizontal stream for this. Give me 1 second. You're gonna have to come over to the horizontal stream for this. Big Dog Willie, what's up?
What's cracking, pimping? Hey, so I had to disagree with you. I think all three of those, I'd say all three of those fights were both fights between Tank, Core, Devin. I think they're all significantly equal to each other. Especially, I think the Devin and Tank, I'm talking for legacy. The Devin and Tank is a huge legacy fight. Reason why I say it's bigger, because I do think maybe the fan bases, you guys literally don't like each other. I think Shakur's fan bases, we don't like you guys.
Shakur fans don't like each other either.
No, we don't like each other. We don't like you guys either. But I'm just saying, I think the Devin,
I said, what are you talking about then, bro?
No, I'm just saying that I think you guys, the fan base, don't like each other more. That's what I'm saying. The Devin and Tank fan base. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I'm saying it's a bigger legacy.
How much the fan bases like or don't like each other is not what defines the legacy. What defines legacy is which fight will have a lasting impact.
I think all the fights will have a lasting impact.
Yeah, they both will have about the same impact. You said that Devin is more though.
I think
I said they're close to the same.
Okay.
I said they're close to the same. You said Devin. As a matter of fact, here I got you. Maybe you forgot what you said, but I got you.
No.
This is what you said. You said Devin versus Tank is the bigger fight.
To me, yeah.
Versus Tank. That's what you said.
To me,
I said
I think
no,
so.
It's not. They're the same. But you just got up here and said they're about the same.
No, I'm just talking about. I'm okay. Let me rephrase myself so I can sound like I'm making any sense.
Please.
Let me finish. What I'm trying to say is maybe on YouTube, the fan bases, you guys hate each other more. So maybe to me, I think that's a bigger fight. But I hear what you're saying legacy wise. So I excuse myself. I can admit that I'm wrong. But I think they're all equally legacy wise. All three of them fight each other.
Yeah, I think they're equal too. So then you agree with me.
But I'm talking about
because the fans dislike each other on YouTube, that doesn't mean that the fight is a bigger legacy fight. Because on YouTube, yes, Devin and Tank fans may not like each other. And YouTube, Devin Haney is talked about a lot. On social media, Devin Haney is talked about a lot. He's a trending topic. But when they go to do numbers and sell tickets and all of that shit, you got guys that aren't nearly as talked about on social media, like a Jerron Boots Ennis, that's doing better than him right now.
Okay, correct. Okay, I hear what you're saying.
YouTube doesn't define the legacy of a fight, bro. So Devin and Tank is not bigger than Kurt.
But I think I think I think it's the same. So that's where maybe we have a disagreement on there, but I think all the fights are the same. Those 3 fighters fighting each other, whatever order you want to put it in.
No, we don't. We don't disagree. You actually just came over and agreed with me. We agree, bro.
Okay, then
All right.
I'm up. Then okay.
All right, bro.
Pippin. All right.
Shout out to Randall 700 with the 2-piece in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, big dog. All right, so this is how we're going to break the tie. I think that's the best way to break the tie. There y'all go. It's a poll in the chat. Make your voice known. Make your voice known. I'm going to give it to 100 votes. And then we're going to see what the decision is by the people. I need everybody to vote on that shit so we can open up the panel. Okay? We got 21 votes so far. I'm going to let y'all fucking decide. I'm going to let y'all decide. 35 votes. I need everybody to vote. We got 40 votes. I need 60 people to vote. There's 270 people in here. Hit the vote. Vote on that shit, man. Which fight is the best fight? Is it Boots versus Bud? Or is it Tank versus Shakur? Bruce Gas, it is a poll in... Oh, you're on the vertical stream, Bruce. The poll is over on the horizontal stream, brother. We got 2 streams going simultaneously, bro. And by the way, while I'm waiting on the votes to come in, Frequent, I saw you over there on Cam J. I was doing all that talking about running your channel and what you do and what you don't do, but you put a point of disagreement about David Benavidez in my chat, and then you didn't even hit the motherfucking link. Seen you over there, all the on my channel, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't let no money get comes down. But when we can have a boxing conversation about David Benavidez and Opetaia, and I tell you I didn't say that and I disagree, you catch ghost on a nigga, man. They scared to come outside. Nigga always stepping night and day. Nigga always stepping hour late. Until it hurts, it ain't no mercy, cause that's how we made. You hear that church, I'm in my verses, cause that's how I'm raised. Just saying, bro. I'm just saying, fam. I be watching and listening and paying attention to everything, man. You was in that bed. You was in that bed heavy, too. You took your shirt off. Not my Claymore. You say F Claymore, man. F you, man. Oh, man. Yeah, RIP Mode 3, man. Straight up, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jamar Skywalker, 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right, we got 80 votes. I think we can stop it right here. Shit. Y'all have decided, nigga, it's Tank versus Shakur. Boots and Bud got 26%. Tank versus Shakur got 74%. Even if we did another 20 votes, there's no way Boots versus Bud could come back to win that. So we're gonna get that. You know what I mean? We're gonna get that to Tank versus Shakur. Poll is over. Tim Carey, not Jim Carrey, says 2-piece, no biscuit in super chat. Not my Claymore. It's crazy. Hey, bro, that nigga, hey. Shit, I seen it. I was like, God damn. Oh, there you go, Nigerian Nightmare. I was asking you to comment, man. Let me get you right, bro. Let me get you right. Right. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, I'm having a virgin. I'm surprised so many of y'all don't know that. That's a song by Lil Durk. I'm surprised so many of y'all had never heard that shit before. That's crazy to me. All right, man. Let me throw this new link in the chat. Let's get linked up. We got a few minutes. You know what I mean? Y'all come chop it up with me on a Saturday afternoon. Told y'all we gonna be popping up because I'll be on vacation in about 2 weeks. All right, panel is open. Panel is open. Come chop it up with your boy. Let me take this one out. Even though they're the same link, but you know when you have smoke link, niggas be scared to come over here, bro. You know what I mean? And let's do this. Oh no, I gotta do the vertical one too. I see you backstage. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this together, bro. Panel is open. Gotta. All right, here we go. Oh no, that's the horizontal. This is the. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Going down.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Juke?
Oh, hey, how you doing? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Hey, what's up, Rich?
Y'all go ahead. Y'all
What's
go
up?
ahead,
What's
man.
up?
Panel open,
Hey,
man. Just
hey,
you know, I'll moderate and make sure I quarterback this thing. But y'all got it, man. Rest of the show is y'all's. Talk to me.
I
Where's
just want.
Victor at? I'm gonna
I
see
just.
Victor. I'm gonna talk to Victor real quick. Where's Victor at? Is he on? Come up on here?
He might come up here. I don't know, but go ahead,
Okay.
Rich. I'm listening.
No, I just wanted to say, I disagree with the Shakur and Tank being number one with the when you saying like as far as the best fight for legacy right now, and the reason why I disagree because you seen a bunch of people have excuses for when Tank had draw with Roach, saying oh he was his friend, this that, and the third. Oh Tank wasn't in the right space. So imagine what they're gonna say if he come back to fight Shakur now. And a couple of them people is in your chat right now too. So
I mean, take that up with them. You talking to me? You can name their names though.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. So I disagree with that being the, you know what I'm saying, best fight as far as legacy right now.
Let me understand what you're saying. So your opinion is based off of what a couple of people in my chat say. And what else?
What a bunch of people say when he had the draw with Lamont Roach, they were saying that that was his friend. They knew each other. They Tank wasn't in the right space. You could tell.
And what I'm telling you is that is a horrible fucking excuse. Like anybody saying that is a bad. That's not a good excuse. Tank Davis performed poorly because Tank Davis didn't prepare well, in my opinion. Him being his friend has nothing to do with his performance. He just performed bad in that fight. There's no excuse for it. Even in performing bad, I still feel like he could have won that fight. I had it a draw. I could see people having the 7-5 either way. I don't think that's a legitimate excuse. I think people that making those excuses are just trying to justify Tank Davis's performance because they're probably diehard Tank Davis fans. So I think it's no different than when people talk about Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos and all the excuses that Shakur Stevenson fans make. You know what I mean? Like I think it's the same thing because when Tank went into that fight, he wasn't talking about, you know, all of the unfocused stuff. He was talking about he was gonna beat Drummond Roach ass, he was gonna stop him, you know how I get. And once you get in that ring and sign on the dotted line, there's no excuses. And that goes for everybody. But the majority of people, the majority of fight fans, the reason to go back to the overall point, the reason it's a bigger and better fight from a legacy perspective, since that's what you talked about, is because those things that you were talking about, those are just excuses from people that'll be fans of that fighter and try to justify why they win or lose. From a Bud Crawford and Boots Ennis perspective, Bud Crawford would truly be coming out of retirement. Bud Crawford is truly 10 years older than Jerron Boots Ennis.
But I don't think no one.
That alone disqualifies that fight from being bigger than a fight between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson from a legacy perspective. There's a bigger fight. That's going to have more impact on the sport of boxing, and a fight where it's going to be two guys, 131, 128, 29 years old, fighting in their prime, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think when Bud and Boots fight, I don't think no one will sit back and bring up just retirement. I have a feeling you're gonna have more people bringing up what Tank was doing outside.
That's literally gonna be a selling. That's literally a selling point for the fight. That's literally gonna be a selling point. Bud and Crawford coming out of retirement for the fight. That's what they're gonna be talking about, bro.
Hey, Rich, I disagree with you on this one. I mean, Bud is like 38, 39 years old. Boots
Nigga's
is
almost 40 years old.
Yeah,
bro.
that's not a good. That's not. And Boots is not no scrub. I mean, he's not like no. I can't do that. I can't do that.
It's not even that, bro. It's when we talk about legacy and we define the word legacy. Part of that is the impact of the fight. Part of it is your accomplishments, but part of it is demand. Yes, there's some demand for Boots and Bud, but it's not nearly as big as motherfucking Tank and Shakur.
Exactly.
Like it's just that's different. And then with Bud and Boots, that's actually a legitimate. That's why I say it's not as high as legacy, because I don't consider Bud Crawford being 10 years older than Boots Ennis an excuse. No, that's a real thing. He really is a whole decade older than that nigga. I don't consider Boots and Bud coming out of retirement and being inactive an excuse. Bud would really be coming out of retirement. Like it's just totally different. Those things aren't built in for Bud.
I mean, you can sit there and say he's coming out of retirement, but he just fought. Like it ain't like
it wouldn't be happening no time soon. But let's get some other people in here. Jupe was up here. Jupe was up here first. Then I'm gonna let Victor get up here because Big Dog was saying something to Victor. Go ahead, Jupe. We listening.
Hey, so yeah, hey, y'all doing? I think I actually don't think that. I think it's propaganda. I feel like the media is doing a little propaganda. But I don't know who got all that background noise, but y'all mute.
I think that's you, Victor. I'm gonna put you on mute. Go ahead, Jupe.
I think that I don't even like the fact that Boots and Bud is in the conversation. They shouldn't be in the conversation at all because he retired. And Bud did his thing. He had his time. It's over. I feel like if they're gonna be comparing it, we should be talking about Boots versus Condora or Boots versus whoever. I don't know, Ortiz. If they want to do that, fine. The fact that I feel like the people who are on the panel, which I know they're all very pro Bud, that's fine. I'm pro Bud, but at the end of the day, he had his time. I don't really care about, oh, well, this could happen and this could happen. Okay, if he felt that way, he could have did it when he was active. Effectively, Boots will get no credit for Bud. And the minute he did, if he would have fought him when he was still active before he retired, then fine. It's been some credibility there because the older lion, the young lion, but the old lion so active, fine. But you didn't. The minute you retired, you took any incentive away from Boots to fight you. And that's why I'm happy that Boots continues just to ignore him. He should. Because I feel like because like you said earlier, before KO, because he didn't have a lot of time and they're so close and they kind of overlap, Bud didn't really get his time to just be like, oh, I was pound number one for like years and years and years. He's gone, and now everyone's attention has turned towards Boots. And I feel like they're doing this and keep doing this whole comparison. Oh, Boots and Bud, to keep Bud's name out a little bit longer. And I feel like that's what it's about. I think that it shouldn't even be a topic, and that's why I don't even like to be entertaining because it's stupid. It's not about to happen. If he did come back, Boots wouldn't get credit for it. He made sure that he won't get no credit for it now that he retired. So what's the point? No, when Bud was active, did he give Boots opportunity? No, he didn't give you an opportunity. So I'm sorry, and that's just true. It's like every situation will be Bud getting another opportunity, and I'm not mad at that. Hey, that was smart the way he did his career, but Boots not obligated to do that. And so far as this whole excuses thing, what people talk about, I mean, we knew that Tank had an issue with his hand when he fought Pitbull, right? We knew that, and people said that, but no one cared because he won. Okay, we also knew that Shakur talked about his hand and his shoulder or whatever injury he had when he fought De Los Santos. Nobody cared because they won. Now, this happened to be a draw. So it's not the fact that, but everybody's going to have excuse. It's never been a fight with someone and say, well, I think I could have done better. Do I think the Tank could have did better? Yes. He didn't throw any feints. He threw the same combinations over and over again. I've never seen him perform that way. So the idea of saying, we don't want this fight because there's going to be these excuses. No, that's just BS. No, it's not. Matter of fact, if anything, Shakur the one who gave the best excuse because years ago, Shakur said the reason why he's going to beat Tank is because Tank is too little. That came out of Shakur's mouth. It's on his Twitter account to this day. So if we want to talk about that, then hey, that's the case. Shakur gave an excuse. At the end of the day, they're both in their prime. They're both they're both they're the closest in size to each other. It makes the most sense. If we want to talk about Opetaia and Benavidez versus Tank and Shakur, fine. But Boots and Bud, to me, should be automatically disqualified because Bud's gone. And Boots gets
She said inside the ring, y'all shouldn't have bought that shit up.
Right. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing about no Bud no more. And pound number one, he was for years. It's time to pack it up. If we're going to bring Boots into the conversation, you need Boots and Pandora. That's all I got.
Okay. Virgil,
Actually,
I mean
Lomachenko.
Virgil. I called you Virgil because I was thinking, oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Victor, what's up, man? Victor, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Hold up. Hey, Big Dog Willie. Before me and you play hopscotch, let me say something to let me say something to Rich real quick. Hey, Rich, listen. You know what? First of all, Jupe already said it. So because I was gonna say this. You know what? When you're talking about a legacy fight, you have to rid it as best as possible for any controversy, for any excuses. It's got to be a clean slate, a clean sweep, right? When you're talking about a real legacy fight. And it might not land in the legacy field if that motherfucker is shit like what Jupe said and what Kale said. Out of retirement, right? And by the way, mentioning Boots and Bud beat Canelo. They were already saying Canelo was washed. They were already, and Canelo don't have no feet, all of that shit. So if you want a real solid land your plane legacy fight, you've got to make sure that motherfucker is clean of controversies, clean of contradictions, clean of excuses, or it won't be a legacy fight. It'll just be another stupid ass fight, right? So that I just wanted to say that real quick, Rich.
Hey, let me say this. Hey, Vic, let me say this real quick. All I'm trying to say to y'all on the panel is Shakur go and fight Tank right now or next year, and Tank ain't getting no fight or tune up or none of that stuff in between. It's gonna be excuses, man. It's gonna be more excuses than that Bud. If Bud beat Boots or Boots beat Bud, it's gonna be more excuses. That's all I'm saying.
Rich, okay, hey, look, and let me tell you something. And now, see, I'm a Tank fan. You know it. I'm a Tank fan because I can see shit that I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but I can see shit that most can't about what his potential and his capabilities are. I've seen all his fights. I can see what he's capable of doing. And I'm saying to you that it doesn't apply to Tank. I know that sounds feeble, but it doesn't apply to Tank. Tank can come out of his motherfucking being out of the ring for a while, not having fight, and he can get in that motherfucking ring and beat somebody's ass, especially Core. And I want Tank to go straight the fuck at Core because I want to get this nonsense. Listen. Hold up, listen. You can't. Why can't nobody beat Core? You know why?
Nah, the way you said it, man.
Yeah. Look, you know why? Because he don't get hit. Because you can't hit him. Because you don't get hit. Now, why in the fuck would somebody have to tell that? Why don't they use? He's got speed. He's got power. He knows how to pivot. Talk about some skills. You know what they talk about? Nobody can beat Core because you can't hit him. And every motherfucking person that got in the ring with Core, every single one of them hit him. And somehow Tank's not gonna beat him because he can't hit him, right? And the reason they say that is because of Tank's size. That's the only reason they would say something as simple as, "Oh, Tank can't beat Core. He ain't gonna be able to hit him." It's because of Tank's size. And I don't know if you've noticed, and this is what I'm saying about I see shit Tank does that nobody else sees, is that he does shit he's not supposed to be able to do. And you don't see that. So he's gonna beat Tank.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Like you think Tank would beat Shakur. I'm just saying if it was the other way around, if Shakur beat Tank, it's gonna be a lot of excuses. So I feel like it's not gonna be no legacy fight for Shakur. If Tank beat Shakur, it ain't gonna be no excuses. What you want to say about Shakur?
Hey, Rich. Wait a minute, hold up. One last thing, Rich.
Bud last fight was in like what his last fight was October last year, something like that. November, October.
Well, then he should.
That was his last fight. That was his last fight.
Rich,
he ain't really retired. He's not.
Hey,
really
Rich,
retired.
but listen, Rich. Listen. When Tank fought Drummond, it came to a draw. Nobody gave Tank no motherfucking excuses. All they said was, "What excuse did they give him?"
Man, you heard all types of excuses, man.
All right,
Man,
Ain't
all
come
nobody
right,
on, man.
gave
all
Tank
Y'all,
right.
no
man,
got
y'all up
ain't
here
no
fighting crazy,
listen,
man.
Rich.
One.
Rich, you got to be honest.
Yeah,
Nobody gave Tank no excuses. They said
Some
Tank
people.
fucked up and he needs to
Right.
go back in
come on,
there
man.
All
and
right.
get that
So,
shit. They were calling for that
hey,
rematch right
Victor,
away.
let me get this.
Meanwhile, no one called for the rematch for
Let
him
me
and
get this.
Santos, so it's crazy. At the end of the day,
Oh my
it's
god.
Hey, Victor.
Let me hear let me hear B more real quick. And then my dog is up here, man. RBS and my dog. So something.
Hey,
Fallen Gray.
let me
What's up, man?
let
Go
me
ahead, B
go
more. I'm
in.
listening, bro.
Let me go ahead and explain to you what Bully Nostradamus sees it and how it's going to end up being.
Oh damn, Bully Nostradamus. Okay.
I'm more than Nostradamus than he is. Just to let you know.
I'm Negro Damas.
Okay, I
Yeah,
brushed
with that
I brushed
motherfucking
that I brushed
Tank
that
and
off my
motherfucking
shoulder.
Jake Paul. You right.
I brushed that off my shoulder. Okay, Bully Nostradamus see it this way: 3 rounds, 1 through 6. Tank will show exactly why he is a body snatcher. And he will break Shakur down, Jalen Williams down round by round, to the point that Jalen Williams will begin to falter, just like Frank Martin. And with his superior footwork, he will trap him in the corner, a la William, a la Cepeda, and he will begin to beat that ass. There's nowhere for him to jump back, hide, and run. Tank is not De Los Santos. Tank will effectively knock his ass the fuck out, just like you see on the picture as an avatar in front of you. I heard so-called comments about Tank don't throw him enough punches. Tank throw punches that count in a fight. And most of them are power punches, power shots, which he always leads when it comes to punch stats against any of his opposition. So what does that say? Tank will break him down systematically and put him to sleep, in which he will be laying down on his stomach doing a Devin Haney challenge with that look on his face that you see right now on my avatar, while Tank stand over top of him after doing a backwards flip. And that's
Okay.
how the fight is going to go.
All right, bet. RBS, what's up, man? Talk to me.
What going on, bro? What's going on? Hey, as far as like who I would want to see the fight or who I would like looking to see
Yeah.
the fight more,
Yeah.
the Shakur and Tank fight I think is a lot more impactful just because, you know, the like them two guys, I think they're not to take away from Jerron and Boots, but as far as like what's going on in the headlines, and of course, you know, like the drama don't sell, but I think it's a lot of real questions attached to the drama when it comes to Shakur Stevenson versus Tank. There are a lot of questions that people really want to know, and it's always been questions looming for years about them two. So I think that storyline is like a realistic storyline. And then, I mean, Bud again, you know, I don't not to take away from Bud, but coming back off of retirement, I just don't really see the excitement. Like when I compare them in my mind, I see the Core and Tank fight doing way more numbers and being way more impactful. Because they still got more to go. You know, like Tank
Yeah,
and Shakur, like, they still got more in their career. And Jerron does too. But as far as Bud, that'll be like one of those marketing points for the fight. Like Bud coming back, can he do it? You know, type of thing. Like I don't really see that being
Facts.
versus like a Tank. So that's really my whole thing. And as far as like who I would see beating each other or who I would see winning, I think that'll be an interesting fight. Like coming off of being off for a minute for Tank. I think he been locked in. I think the best thing is that like we don't really know what he been doing. So I think that's
Yeah,
good.
there's a lot of questions and shit. I think like honestly, bro, smart people, like smart teams or whatever, especially like the higher level fighters, they don't want to throw their guy in there. They want to see how Tank look with Jose Benavidez first.
Yeah. That's
That's
what I was
just like that. That's just me. Like I feel like niggas with like a smart team with good trainers, good coaches. You want to see if is it still the same nigga or did Jose Benavidez Sr. change something? Like,
so you agreeing with me?
You don't want to find out in the fucking fight.
In the fight, yeah.
Well, the fight wouldn't be next anyway because Shakur.
Hey, KO. So you agreeing with me, right?
Agree with you about what?
All I was saying was I feel like that fight, as far as legacy wise, right now, if them fights would happen next, legacy wise, right now, I think Boots and Terrence Crawford be a more legacy.
How do you get me agreeing with you? Hold on.
Because because what I was saying.
Let me. I'm trying to.
Tank can't be next anyway.
I'm trying to figure out the thought process though.
Because I'm saying what I'm saying is if Shakur
hold on, Rich,
fight
let me finish what I'm asking. I'm asking the thought process because I'm saying that the opponents don't want to go in with a wild card right now when they haven't seen what Tank Davis looked like under Jose Benavidez Sr.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get me saying that? How do you get to where you just got saying I agree with what? Like, how did you get there, bro? Like, what are you talking about, fam?
I mean, they don't want to see. They want to see how you look after the layoff. They want to see how you look after all the stuff he's been through and with his new coaches. That's
but his opponents would love to fight him off a layoff because that gives them a better chance to win.
Right.
But none of this. But the overall point is none of this has anything to do with what the bigger legacy fight is, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying to you, man. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to do with it, bro.
I think
I just don't think right now it's a bigger legacy fight.
It is a bigger legacy fight.
You don't think?
I think it's the
they both.
I'm saying right now. If Tank come out and knock out somebody, knock out a tuna, and get back.
I hear what you're saying. Talking about legacy.
Then I feel like it is. But as of right now, we don't know.
I get it, Rich. We got you, Rich. What you're conflating potential excuses, which is going to happen with every fight. Because hey, people get excuses when they win fights. We've seen Shakur say this wasn't my best performance, and We've seen it. So you're conflating the potential of having any excuses if you lose a fight versus whether it has legacy. You can have a huge legacy fight, but Bud and Spence was a big legacy fight. People have reasons why they think it happened. It don't matter. It's still a huge legacy fight. The difference is that they are still in each other's prime and they're contemporaries. Bud and Boots aren't contemporaries. They had slight overlap. So, and the entire fight will be about, can Bud still do it, and the generational differences. That's not, even if Tank came back, because we've seen Tank fight after a year gone and still look amazing. So that wouldn't really be the whole crux and build up of the fight. Tank and Shakur, even if Tank came straight to Shakur, which I think, yes, he should get a tune-up, and it wouldn't be next anyway, because we saw what Shakur just did. He just made it impossible to be next.
All right, man. We talking about fantasy fights.
This
we talking about fantasy fights.
Y'all let me do this real quick because I gotta wrap the show. AWM with being a member for 14 months. Shout out D1. I bet your ass can't make it to 2 years. He said, salutations, bro. Solid as they get. I appreciate that. Sosa, you get the last word, bro, because I gotta run. Salute to everybody that came up here though, but I gotta run. It's Saturday. I got shit to do. Sosa, go ahead and say what you got to say, bro. What you got, man?
Yes, most definitely. First, I agree with everything she said because we can't take that one situation and marginalize it and make it seem like, you know what I mean, something else. I feel like the legacy fight would be bigger between Shakur and Tank just off it's the history, bro. It'll have a more lasting effect in the boxing world in general, in my personal opinion. Also, KO, I agree with you, my dude, because you said something important a few minutes ago when I was trying to get up on this motherfucker. How you win will play a big part too. So, for example, we done all played 2K, Madden, you know what I mean? Call of Duty, all that, you know what I mean? In Mortal Kombat. If a motherfucker not fighting straight up and he's sitting here throwing projectiles, that's some hoe ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. You play 2-3 zone, we done
you over here doing motherfucker a duke it the whole goddamn time.
You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers who play zone, that's some pussy. You know what I'm saying? You play zone, that's some hoe ass shit. You using a glitch run play to where it's fucking the blocking up and there's nothing you can do about it. That's some hoe ass shit, gang. I ain't you won technically, but man, that's some hoe ass shit, bro. Get up in there and scrap. This is what the fuck we pay for. We are consumers. I'm gonna keep saying that because that hit and not get hit shit, that shit ain't true, man. That's not what this shit was founded off of. This shit started back in gladiator days, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers fought for honor and respect. That's facts. That's my piece I got on. You know what I mean?
Salute
I
to
know
the
the
homie,
world
man. I
changed.
ain't seen you in a minute, man. I hope all been well with you, bro. It's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Just, taking care of things, handling business, being a growing, you know what I'm saying, young man. You know what I mean?
Gotta
Shout
do what
out
you
you,
gotta
shout
do,
out all the
man.
real ones. Shout out
Yeah,
Juke,
shout out
2
to my
Cents,
dog
Game, my
Sosa,
nigga,
man.
old
Yeah.
bro. So,
It's good to
yeah.
have you back, bro. Keep doing your
Yes,
thing, man.
sir.
Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Most definitely.
All right, man. Salute to everybody. I appreciate y'all coming through on a Saturday, but nigga, it's date night. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. We out of here. Peace.